What's popping, everyone? Markus is coming back at you with a brand new video coming straight at you from Portugal in our house that we have rented down here with our own pool and everything. Super cool, but welcome back. And for all of you guys who are new, welcome. My name is Markus and my mission is to help you guys grow yourself financially and to build the empire of your life. As you might have seen from the title already, today we're going to talk about what I would have done if I were to start off with dropshipping. I started off with dropshipping, as some of you might know, right at the start of Fitness Spinner. So I had success straight off the bat with a shitty picture ad on Facebook, but I definitely tried to have sort of my fails as well. I'm gonna give you guys my 2 cents of my strategy, what I would do if I were to start off with dropshipping with a limited budget. So I'm gonna jump into my laptop that I have right here and give you guys some notes on that. So let's jump straight into it. So inside of my computer right here, gonna sort of like make some doodling and some drawing for you with my different thoughts, strategies, tips and tricks and ideas for you guys when you're starting off with the dropshipping journey. I'm sort of like with a limited budget. I'm gonna record it on my laptop right here. Not doing that too often. I'm gonna use my PC at home only, but of course when I'm in Portugal I can't really do that. So bear with me if I fuck it up somehow. Anyway, jumping into it. So you have your limited budget and you want to start off with your dropshipping journey. So what I would do is, as I have preached on my channel so many times, is you want to start off with Instagram influencers. And the reason why you want to do this is you can get so much value based on sort of like the price points, because the price points for some of the influencers, which are really profitable compared to, of course, your store and your product and everything, but it can be super profitable compared to that price points of maybe like 10, 15, 20 bucks for a story. So there's many different things going on about it, many different gurus teaching different things, but what has been working for me, and that's why I say that all the time, is use stories and only take 3 or 6 hours. Some of them, they have a minimum of 12-hour stories. You can do that as well, that's fine. But within the first 2, 3, 4 hours is where the most engagement is going to be on your story. And of course, this is why you want to use stories, because that's where you're going to get the most bang out of your buck. You can also go ahead maybe and arrange with the influencers that you'll be able to do it so that they repost it after 6 hours. That might be a possibility for you. Sometimes they are willing to do that. So you want to do sort of like 3 to 6 hour stories. So 3 to 6 hour stories. What is super important when you're starting off with your dropshipping journey is that you have your pixel set up. So it's super important that you have your Facebook pixel set up. Talked about this a lot as well, but you need to have your Facebook pixel set up. And the reason why you want to have your Facebook pixel set up is because that is going to capture all. I know that my writing is just so much on point, but I'm using like my sort of mouse on this bed, so a bit hard. Anyway, you want to set up your Facebook pixel, and the reason for this is that it captures all of the data, all the guys who comes onto your store, or gal, if you're selling like women's shit or women's stuff, sorry for my wordings. Anyway, it captures all of the different data that comes onto your store. So if you go ahead and add something to cart, view content, search something, purchase something, of course that's going to be the end goal of our influencer marketing and our influencer sort of like shoutouts that we're going to make, but it's going to capture all of the different data that you get, and all of this data you could be then go ahead and move into Facebook advertisement later on when you build up some more budget, build up some data. That's the whole thing. Instead of cold targeting, you'll be able to make custom audiences, lookalike audiences. So lookalike audiences, for those of you just really quickly note on it. So I just messed something up. Anyway, moving on. So the reason why you, of course, want to set up your Facebook pixel is because you want to generate data, and the data you can move into lookalike audiences. And lookalike audiences is Facebook goes ahead and finds people who look like, for example, people who've already purchased from your store. So let's say you have a guy in the 30s who likes soccer and he buys maybe a print-on-demand product for the World Cup. You're getting the Facebook algorithm to go ahead and find a similar guy who has the same interest, and that's why it's super powerful. So setting up your Facebook pixel before going ahead and using any shoutouts or any influence is super important. So that's why we want to, of course, make that green. So you want to have your Facebook pixel set up. That is super important, going to be the most important thing in your whole business. Of course, marketing and your store is super important as well. You're not going to get any sales if your store is not great. So definitely go ahead and have that optimized completely. Go ahead and implement different trust badges and trust pages and have a great social proof and trustworthiness around your store. That's super important to have a high conversion rate, and this of course, higher likelihood of staying profitable or breaking even. But setting up your Facebook pixel is super important. Moving on, so what you want to do is you want to have that story of 3 to 6 hours. It's going to cost you maybe 10-15 bucks compared to the size of the influencer. So you have your Facebook pixel. So what you basically want to do is you want to do all of these influencer marketing. So you're going to do influencer marketing until that you have enough data. You want to build up data. That's sort of like the end goal. So we're building data for our Facebook pixel. So the data goes in to our Facebook pixel. And the good thing about this data is that we can use this, of course, as I talked about before, lookalike audiences. When we then go ahead and make those lookalike audiences, we then go ahead and make Facebook ads. And our Facebook ads is going to be a lot more sort of like consistent than the influencer marketing. So that's why we want to do it like this, because we'll be able to have a lot more consistent cash flow, a lot more consistent sales, because you don't have to go out and find the influencer and find the different specific people who are going to promote your product. You have your ads running day in and day out, so it's going to give you a lot more better cash flow, a lot better sort of like stream of sales, and it's going to give you a better business, of course. And having that data, so you have your influencer marketing, you get your data, which is super well written, but you have your data right here, which goes into your Facebook pixel that you've set up, which goes into Facebook ads, because you can make lookalike audiences, and of course the end goal is going to be our money. That is going to give us money. So that's sort of like how I will start off. I started off way over here already at Facebook ads without any data, but the only reason I was lucky about it was because I started off before the 50 Spinner Maniac started. So we were one of the biggest sellers in Denmark for that, but that was a long time ago, and that store sort of like crashed down, and we sort of had to revamp the store. Whole nother story. I have a video about that as well on the channel, but definitely have a lot of other dropshipping and Shopify tips. There will be a free playlist with insane value in the description down below. Otherwise, you can of course click the videos, which comes in the top right corner of the video. Well, okay, anyway, moving on. So that's sort of like the sort of strategy that I would definitely use, and this super limited budget, right? You can do it with 10-15 bucks maybe a day, or you can do it 2 to 3 times in a week, and then maybe in a month you'll be able to generate enough data to make lookalike audiences, and then find that product that you want to test on Facebook. I have a ton of videos about as well, finding winning products, which is super important in dropshipping, finding products we can sell well. So definitely go ahead and watch those as well. But that was just a quick video of talking about how that I will start off dropshipping, give you guys some tips and tricks on that, starting off with a limited budget, how you want to structurize your dropshipping business, starting off. Use influencer marketing, then you generate data, and that data, like when people search on your store, when people click on your influencer, on your influencer post, they come onto your store, that's data. You generate data which you're going to use for your Facebook pixel. Google that or find a video about it on YouTube. But your Facebook pixel needs to be set up on your Shopify store or whatever sort of like e-commerce platform you're using, and then you can move into Facebook ads, Facebook advertisement, and this will generate a lot higher amount of sales. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys got something useful out of it. Please give it a like if you did. Hit the subscribe button to become a part of the dropshipping family. Follow along with my Portugal journey and my Portugal trip right here. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. I'm going to post a lot there, and join the Facebook mastermind group. There'll be a link in the description down below as well. All the links will be in the description down below. Remember to go ahead, watch the other videos about my Shopify dropshipping tips, the winning products playlist as well. And as always, I hope you all have a successful and wonderful day. Bye.